This video is about Module 4, Unit 4, and Activity 1. How to de-escalate a bad behavior in the classroom. Well, there is no single bullet for how to react to bad behavior by a student, but there are strategies that teachers can use in order to basically defer or deal with the situation. And I watch a lot of videos, and seems that the message of successful teachers who really were successful in dealing with disruptions in the classroom have used different strategies, and what works for one might not work for a different situation. But it seems like I messages like I will, I want, I need have an impact on students. Okay, sometimes also it is good to have the students go back to the task and then defer the problem to later. Just tell the student, okay, I understand, acknowledge that what's going on, and then tell them, okay, we're gonna talk about this later. And so what it does do, it just have you continue on task to minimize the disruption. Okay, and then open a good dialogue in which will be probably a positive way how to build a relationship with student, gain trust back from them, so it shows how you respect them. So don't look at class disruptions as your enemies. Look at them as challenges that you need to learn from, and opportunities for you to build that good tie with students. If you're very good, successful at dealing with that situation, the chances are you're pretty good at everything else. You see my point? So I've seen some bad behavior from students in where teachers have gone bully, have gone not, like the teacher in Milwaukee, in Minnesota or Wisconsin, who went off and cut the braids from a first grader or second grader, and so in front of the classroom, and by doing so, the whole community was like, "What? This is not the mission." A teacher have a mission, and the mission is like you're not teaching them how to spell words or to learn how to say ABC. You're there to build a human being, and they're mostly to build a confidence and trust. And so by reacting that way, you're just doing the opposite. You're just saying, okay, here is what we do, it's just violence. Well, that's not the good message. If they react and you overreact and they punch and you're gonna punch, then this is not any way or any shape the education. You need calmness, you need respect, you need to open the dialogue no matter what. Even the students, even if you feel that he's coming to you to punch you, there should be ways how you can basically flip the situation into something that you could manage. Okay, I'm not talking about the extreme, but there is always way how to manage bad behavior. uh, First of all, you need to know the reason, the causes, why that student is reacting that way. Okay, don't forget about it. It's not because you're going to deal with the situation means it's not going to happen again. But the lesson, as I said, you have to know exactly the root of the disruption. Why that student particularly is acted that way. Okay, and so by opening the dialogue, as we talked earlier in the video, basically you're gonna learn, are you not giving them what they want? Probably they have problem with the content, or they have a problem with doing a task. So you have to go back to yourself and see what you have missed. First of all, you have to look on your way how you're delivering the message before you go into dealing with the behavior, because the behavior is secondary to something. So it's the smoke of the gun. So if the gun has made the shots, then why this has happened? And so the best way to deal with this, in my belief, for young kids is to have like time out in them. But for younger adult, from the very beginning, try to be their best friend. Don't use punishment because that will aggravate them. The best way to deal with adult is to listen to them and have them dealing with their own behavior, with their have them looking and redirect them to look what they did, this the thing. So if you're very successful as like, okay, this has happened, what you did it, can you tell me why, and can you correct this, can you show me how you're gonna correct the bad behavior from not happening in the future. It seems like that's the best way how to deal with adults, um, because they're old enough, to know, how to basically um, inhibit their emotion and feeling by redirecting them to control themselves. So self-control is very good. In addition to reminding them that there be respect when they react badly to a teacher, but you're not disrupting only the teacher, you're disrupting the whole classroom. So that's something else to put in mind. Well, this is enough said. Hopefully the message is there. Thank you.